If you want to learn more about the Holland Code Career Test, we're going to talk about that in this video, so stay tuned. Hey guys, Jordan here, author and Destiny Catalyzer. I help people figure out their life purpose with the power of self-discovery. And figuring out what you want to do as a career is a huge part of self-discovery. I'm going to be sharing the results of the Trudy Holland Code Career Test with you, and we'll talk a little bit about how it can help you. So you'll find the link in the description below for this test that you can take. I would recommend taking this test. The test itself and the results are free. This test is going to ask you some questions on what you might like to do as far as a career. All you have to do is answer dislike, neutral, or like along that scale, and you'll be able to complete this test within 5 to 10 minutes. I did this real quick and I have my results right here, so we're just going to talk about them right now. These are the downloaded results for the Holland Code Career Test. Overall, I found the test really easy to take. I think it's definitely valuable as something to save, especially if you're thinking about a career switch, or if you're wondering what to do with your life, or maybe you're in high school or college and you're really thinking about what your options are. This is a great place to start. This shouldn't inform your life decisions. It shouldn't be the thing that decides your career for you, but it's a great place to start. Use it as a starting point. As you can see, it lists out the career interest profile between these 6 different career interest areas, and that's what the Holland Code is. It's breaking up jobs into different categories so that we can see, what people might fit in which career areas. That's what you're going to see there. I get 100% persuading and 59 creating. So what it's going to show me here is the 6 interest areas in more depth, but what it's going to show me is interest areas for persuading and creating. So I'm going to get some more information on the persuading interest area as far as core values and what my jobs might be, what personality traits are useful for that type of job. And then, as you'll see down here, it's going to list even sample jobs for persuaders and other career fields as well, which is pretty neat and pretty helpful as far as considering what you might want to do. All these things can be taken into consideration because as you're going through these things, the most important part is figuring out yourself, having that self-discovery. Figuring out what you want to do for your job is just a very tiny step on figuring out your life purpose, but it matters. It matters so much who you are and how you're built and what you like to do. All that stuff all that stuff is just so important in this. And as you're going through and thinking about all these things, if you see a job and you're like, no, I would actually hate that job, I would never like that, go with your gut instinct on that. The really cool part of these results is that it gives you different career options and it lists out their salary. You can even read more about that particular job. And as you go through this list, you can just get that more information. Now, one thing I would recommend doing is don't just let this sit on your desktop or in a file on your Google Drive. Use this as a starting point for that next step. So as you're going out, as you're seeing these jobs that you might really like, maybe you really want to be an art director. Maybe it's a good idea to contact local art directors, contact someone, talk to someone. That is just so valuable. That's one thing I've been taught over and over again from really important people that I've had in my life, is always have those conversations. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call, like I said, the local art director, and just pick their brain. How did they get to where they are? That's a great question to ask them. What would they suggest that you do? Maybe it's where to go to school or what you need to study in, or maybe it's just you need to build those connections to find the inroads to that job, and that phone call might just be a great place to start. Maybe you get your the degree you need, or you get the skills you need, and you come back. That person may remember you, and they can plug you in. It really is all about connections with these type of things. But as you go through the job, start thinking about how you can take action and actually utilize what you're learning here. So there's just a bunch of different jobs. Editor, these really do match up to potentially things I could do. Besides the interior design, you would not want me to design the interior of your home. I can tell you that right now. Definitely not. I know that about myself. 100% would never ever do this job, would hate it, wouldn't want to do it. There's parts of sales. Graphic designer, again, I kind of like parts of graphic design, but I don't have the eye for it. You would not want me to do it. If you saw me try to draw a cow, it's the most embarrassing thing in the entire world. And maybe I'll share that someday. Otherwise, just a bunch of jobs that it lists here. as you go through. But yeah, take that test yourself and let me know. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. You can always email me, jordan@jmring.com, on any of these kinds of tests. And if there's anything I can do to help you out or answer any questions or point you in the right direction, I will. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and we'll talk soon.